Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Sunday afternoon, the Mets took the rubber game from the Texas Rangers at Citi Field, 8-4, a 5-run first inning, the Mets' biggest first inning of the year, capped by Anthony Recker's 3-run homer.
It felt really good. Anytime as a backup catcher you can contribute, that's all I want to do. So obviously, being able to put a couple on the board there early was big.
Well, also more impressive, too, was that it was a 2-out rally, so that's always good. Granderson started that inning off with a walk, and it was capped with the 3-run shot by Recker. Also, Nieuwenhuis hit his solo shot later in the ball game. Nieuwenhuis has not been playing much. He was in the middle of things, went 1 for 2 with 3 RBIs and the solo shot and a stolen base.
He worked this past winter on changing his swing. He did that. He's been up and down. He hasn't had a lot of chances to play, but his work ethic right now is off the charts. I mean, he's out every day. Anytime we hit early, he's there. He's in the cage. He's continuing to work on, trying to calm his swing down and make it an easy swing so he can come off the bench easier for him.
Kirk Nieuwenhuis had a fantastic day today. He hits the homer to add on a run, and then works a 0-2 walk against a tough lefty to get an extra run that Ruben drove in with 2 outs. So, it's nice to get the 5-run lead, but for the lineup to add on runs, that's the biggest thing. Try to extend the lead.
The quieter your swing is, the easier it is to come off the bench, and Kirk's trying to do that. And I think it's made a difference as a pinch hitter, and it's certainly made a difference, when he gets in the lineup.
Granderson didn't get a hit. He was 0 for 2, but he scored twice and in the leadoff role today. But Wheeler today, now his second start, Gary, where he's gone 6+ innings, only given up 1 run. Should have 2 wins out of that, but only 1. He proves his record to 4-8.
I think just being consistent is the biggest thing. Like I said, I felt good when I was starting, and then there's those 2 innings where I just sort of lost a little something and I had to, find it again, and I found it. So it's a big thing for me because not always, I've been able to find it after I sort of lose, the rhythm and my mechanics and stuff, and it felt good to finally get that back and go out there and, compete.
Zack gets better each start. Today, his velocity was consistent throughout the game. Against a tough offensive lineup, and when he makes pitches, I don't care who's up there, he gets outs. And today, he did a nice job of hanging in there even with some guys on base. Because again, I've seen him, the game in Miami, and their place as good as they play. I mean, he dealt. So we know if he throws strikes, he's going to get outs.
First home victory of the season for Wheeler. The only downside in this game is the Mets had a 7-1 lead in the 8th. Gonzalez-Herman gave up a couple of home runs, which forced Terry Collins to use his best relievers.
Well, Familia and Mejia with a big 4-game series coming up next tomorrow night with the Braves. Mets now, the Braves lose today, are 10 back, I believe. And, they pretty much got to look for a sweep. A split's not going to help out. 3 out of 4 is not really going to help out. So they got to get on there, go home, get a good night rest, and come out here against the Braves.
We got them 7 times in the next 10 days. We got to make it count. Okay, they beat us down there. We had the first game. We gave, we didn't play very good in the 8th inning of the first game. We should have won that game. We didn't. Well, you know what? We got to come and play really well here for 4 days. We play them good anytime, when we play them anyway. We just got to make the best of it right now. But yeah, it's a big series for us.
Atlanta's a hot team right now, and they won 9 in a row, and it's going to be good going into that series with a few wins here lately, and going with some confidence, and we're swinging it, and our pitching's doing well. So
it's the Mets and Braves on Monday night. Dice game at Suzaka against Mike Minor. Our coverage begins with Cadillac first pitch Monday at 6 o'clock on SNY. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.